So here comes a really cool upstyle for a major fashion runway show. To prepare this look, I sat with Qigong. He's a super famous domestic fashion designer in China. And we go over the look for the hair. And the intention is for the hair to complement the outfits. And his dresses are pretty couture and way a bit out there. So you have really high expectations for the hair. So this is what we're coming up with. So I'll begin by sectioning off the top area and the two sides, and then I'll disconnect the back and pull that up to above the crown area. A lot of this look, it looks a bit complicated when you see the finished look, but again, you have to keep in mind that I'm using a lot of artificial hair, like hair extensions and stuff like that, so the actual preparation of the extensions were done prior. For this show, we have 33 female models and 8 male models. 8 male models, piece of cake. I'll let the assistants do that. But in order to get the look down for the runway, because backstage is always hectic, so you need to really go in with a really strong consultation with the designer, get the look down, and during the fitting, you'll show some looks and then you'll refine it down to the actual look that you'll be doing for the day. And then I get to go back to studio and practice that look over and over and over again until you get it down, because for that event, the 33 female models, I was myself and a team of 3 other assistants. So I have to make sure that everyone's able to get the look down within 15 minutes, so that we'll be running on time. So all the hair to the back, I pin it up, and I'll just like lacquer it with hairspray and just comb it smooth. In the beginning, I don't have to get everything so super 100% polished. Once everything's up, then I can go back and hit the hair as heavy as I need to. Now again, to the sides, I'm over directing up strongly. I'll hit the root area with some spray, and I'll just like comb it smooth to get a nice lacquered look, and I'll set it away. And just a little bit more spray just to get the sideburns up and clean. The same technique for the left side. So I'll hit it with spray first, smooth it out, and I'll use a rubber band and just like tie it up a bit. I'm not using elastics here because this looks a bit complicated, and if I use elastics on each of those 4 sections, it'll take up a lot of space. Now again, I want to get the look to the sides and the back as tight as I humanly possibly can. And I'll connect everything together. Just right at about the top of the center head. And this hair I'll turn under to give me a bit of lift. And I'll use bobby pins and just pin it in really secure. Again, for fashion runway, for this time the models are changing 3 times. It's a 45-minute event, so you have to anticipate that the hair might go through some intense stuff while the models are backstage in a hurry changing clothes. So you have to make sure that the hair does not fall down, because that's unacceptable. So I'll just hook my first extension in, and I use like a foam bun, and then I use fake hair and I wrapped it around, and then I just pinned everything together. So again, all the extensions, they're pre-done. And the foam, I'll tuck it into itself, and then here I'll just pin them together and I'll lock the pins. And then gradually I can go back and add as much tension as I need to pull everything tight together. But initially I just want to get everything attached. And again, through the left side, it's the same technique. I'm attaching the 2 foams. And the left side, I'll go in a bit more aggressive. Now, once you get everything attached, you can kind of squish the hair together and just make sure everything's seamless. And I'll go in and lacquer it a bit. And now to the right side, I'll go back in, and I'm using a lot more pressure just to get everything tight, clean, and connected. Once everything's to my satisfaction, then I'll go in and just lacquer it some more. So I had to go and make some blinds for each side. So I found these metal pieces of metal about 3 centimeters wide that are flexible. So I just like bent them in the center. I left about 10 centimeters, and then Qigong, he made the blinds for me. So then I attached the blinds to the metal. And again, the metal, I try to find the most lightweight aluminum that I could, because if it's really, really heavy, again, my concern is I don't want the look falling down backstage, or even worse when the girls walk in the runway. So here I'll use a lot of pins and just lock them in really good. And I can bend the legs just to keep them from ever moving. And I'll take the second piece, connect it to the top, and here I use tons of pins, and every pin again I stick them in on an angle, bend them back up, and I'll lock the legs. So I'll pull the ends to create the U shape. Just can use as many pins as you really need to use to ensure that nothing will fall down. And since everything is black on black, the color of the pins really won't stand out. And there's your look. But the dynamic when the models are walking is totally awesome. So this is backstage during the preparation. It's about 3 hours before the show, so everyone has to be on their toes. And the dynamic when they're walking, again, you get all that energy. And it fits his clothes brilliantly.